Digital Wonder presents 17 psychology tricks that actually work. Psychology books are filled with complex methods that help professional psychologists in their profession. But here for you is a list of 17 simple and practical techniques you can put into use in your everyday life. Remember to keep watching until tip 17 as we've saved the one of the best till last. Tip number 1. Count to 5. This is a great tip to help you with something you've been avoiding or putting off. For example, if you've been struggling to bring yourself to exercise, say to yourself that you are going to count to 5, then you're going to the gym. By counting to 5, you will give yourself a chance to actually think rationally about the task. You'll give yourself a chance to come up to the right decision instead of just following your usual automatic behavior. Tip number 2. Find the truth. If you're struggling to get someone to open up to you, or you're not getting a straight answer to your question, you can try this subtle and easy-to-use trick. Instead of repeating the question again or asking another question, pause and maintain eye contact with them. This silence and direct eye contact can cause them to feel slightly uncomfortable and will put them under pressure to search their thoughts and break the silence by elaborating on their answer. Tip number 3. Gain respect. If someone is showing you a lack of respect and you want to regain some control over the conversation, you can try looking at the center of their forehead whilst you talk to them. This is a subtle way to cause the other person to feel slightly uncomfortable and feel like they are under observation. This is one you hopefully won't have to use, but you never know what situation could occur. Tip number 4. Say their name. This is an easy-to-use technique to make people like you. It works particularly well on new acquaintances. Try to remember the person's name and use it frequently in conversation. Don't overdo it. Just remember to work it into the conversation naturally. People love to hear their name and it will make them instantly feel special. This is a great habit to establish and it will also help you remember the name of new people you meet. Tip number 5. Win at rock, paper, scissors. This is a fun and unusual one. Have you ever wanted to boost your chances of winning at rock, paper, scissors? Next time you play, make sure you ask the other person a random question just before you play. For example, ask them what the time is. This trick will throw them off their usual thought patterns slightly. Weirdly, they are more likely to choose scissors. Strange, I know, but next time you play, give it a try. Tip number 6. Find out if you're being watched. Have you ever wanted to know if someone is secretly watching you? If you get the feeling you're being stared at, try this useful technique. Make sure they can see your face and then make yourself yawn. If they are watching you, chances are they will yawn back. This phenomenon is not just limited to us humans. It's present in dogs and chimpanzees too. It's said we do this out of a subconscious need to show empathy for others and out of a desire to bond socially with other people. Tip number 7. Build rapport. Have you ever wanted to build your rapport with someone? Try this trick to build your connection. Whilst talking to them, take a moment to observe their body language. For example, if they are relaxed, sitting with their legs crossed, try to copy them. By doing this, we subconsciously show empathy to the other person. It's also thought that when someone mirrors you, it activates parts of the brain that are involved in processing rewards, and it makes you feel good. Tip number 8. Avoid confrontation. If you know that you are probably going to have a confrontation with someone, your choice of where to sit could be important. It's better to sit next to the person rather than across from them, as it's seen as being less confrontational. A person sitting next to you and not oppositional to you is much less likely to feel threatened. This can work particularly well for those awkward business meetings or even at the family dinner table. Tip number 9. Reduce stress. This trick could really help reduce your nerves in a stressful situation. When we eat, our brains are wired to feel that we are safe. Indeed, most animals won't sit down to eat somewhere unless they feel safe from danger. Don't overdo it though, as it's not a great look to chew gum during a date or during a job interview, but chewing a stick of gum might just help you calm down whilst you're waiting for your meeting. In the same way, food can also help dissolve an argument. If a group of friends are bickering, suggest going for a meal. It works in a similar way to chewing gum. Taking the group for something to eat should help everyone calm down. Tip number 10. Get the kids to eat more veg. If you want your kids to eat more vegetables, ask them, do they want carrot sticks or green beans? By not giving them an option of nothing, you've made the choice for them, and they'll feel great that you gave them the option of choosing what they get. It works well with your partner too. Instead of asking them are they going to wash the dishes or not, give them a choice between doing the dishes or vacuuming the carpet. You're much more likely to get them to do one of these chores rather than giving them the option of doing nothing. They may even feel grateful that they managed to avoid doing the vacuuming by just washing the pots. Tip number 11. Get them to say yes. When you want an affirmative answer to your question, subtly try to nod as you make your question. This is often used in sales when the salesperson wants you to take an upgrade you don't need. It's definitely one to use and also to watch out for. Tip number 12. Make friends. Have you ever wanted to increase your bond with someone? Tell them a little secret. By divulging a secret, you'll make the person feel you trust them, and it may make them open up to you more. Tip number 13. Get rid of the song stuck in your head. If you've got a song stuck in your head that you can't get rid of, try this awesome trick. First, think of just the end of the song. When you do this, your brain will think the song is finally over and will reset itself. It also helps to engage the brain with complex tasks whilst you distract it from the repetitive song. Tip number 14. Know when they are lying. How do you know if someone is lying to you? Well, this trick might be a surprise to you. You've probably heard the most popular tried and tested techniques of how to tell if someone is lying, like when they don't make eye contact or when they fidget. This one might be new to you. Somebody may be lying to you if they omit what are known as sensory details. People who are honest will elaborate on how something smelled, sounded, felt, or looked like. When these important parts of the story are missing, it can mean the person is lying. Tip number 15. Get some help. This is a trick to increase the likelihood of you getting help with a task. Instead of asking a group of people, could someone help you with a task? Ask an individual by name to help you with that task. By naming them, this person will feel more individual responsibility to help you than if you just ask for volunteers from the group. Tip number 16. Get more. Asking for more to get what you're really after. You might be selling a video game at a market. If you ask for $1, you might get $1 or less. If you ask for $5, but the person wants to pay less, offer them the game for $2. People are much more likely to accept your second request, and you might get more than you expected. Tip number 17. Keep eye contact. We know that maintaining eye contact is vital for building trust in relationships and getting someone to open up to you. But often, people struggle to keep eye contact in their everyday life. This trick could help you from staring into the distance while someone is talking to you. This trick is to try to figure out what a person's eye color is when you're in conversation with them. By giving your brain this task, you'll maintain eye contact for longer than you would normally. Thanks for watching! Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of our psychology tips, tricks, and much more. Check out this playlist of our top 10 videos of psychology tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care!